what this is. If you go out there and say, hey, thank you so much for doing this. Yeah, this report really helped me. Or thank you for this. It's easy. It's easy to say thank you to people. And a lot of times we're not doing this enough. It's so easy to do it. And a lot of times we're so busy and, oh, we forgot it. Yes, we're just forgetting it. And this is not correct. We need to do this. Now, because we are almost running out of time, that's the reason I'm hurrying it, because I hold you already so long. But this brings me now to the last point. First, breaking all the rules. My favorite book. So when I say breaking all the rules, you will see what I mean with this. A lot of times, we are doing things because, well, we have done it the last 20 years like this, or we are missing the point. So again, I highly recommend this, where they interviewed all this Fortune 500 important people, and then they analyzed what was common. And a lot of times they're approaching things very differently. So focus on the strengths of your team members. That's so important. I think it's okay. I mean, if you pick people who are top performers, get them around you. It's sometimes very hard to carry people who are not so good. I know in every organization, by definition, we have people around who are top performers and weak performers. A lot of times, we just haven't found the right hole for our weak performers, and we will talk about this also down here. So focus on the strengths of your team members. Spend most of your time with your best people. Identify each person's talent and help to cultivate these talents. So that's so important. Identify the top people, and don't worry to spend time with them. Do this. Because I like this, and this links to, where is it down here? Well, we come back to this one to see if you're lining up how you distribute your time. Focus on each person's strengths and manage around the weakness. Don't try to fix the weakness. A lot of times what we are doing is we see a weakness, we're trying to fix it. We're trying to make this weakness going away. Well, if people are very weak, well, there's one thing. You need to eliminate them. You need to get them out. But a lot of times when you have a weak person, we might not have the person in the right slot. So this person might have a completely different strengths. I tell you, for example, I'm the worst person in finishing up. So for example, if I renovated our whole kitchen, and then there was this one little kind of like a plug I had to put in. It took me over a year to get this plug in because I hate it. I'm horrible, for example, when we get the galleys back from writing a paper. It takes me everything to read through this and word by word. I just suck in this one. I just can't do it. Well, if I'm in a project and this would be my job, I would be fired because I just couldn't do it. Well, reach out. Find somebody who loves to do this. So Sherry helps me a lot in this one because she loves to do this, to compare and find out what it is. She is really enjoying this. Give this to people who are good in this area. Focus and identify where you need to move the people that they can be at the best strength. If you want to turn talent into performance, you have to position each person so that you are paying him or her for what he or she is wired to do. Exactly what I've just said. Identify what the strength is, and then employ them for their strength. Don't ask them something to do which they are not good at and where you not hire them. So it's important. Identify the strengths of the people and then use them in the strength. Everyone has a talent to be exceptional at something. The trick is to find that something. And this is, again, a lot of times we're hiring people and we squeeze them all in this, this round block in the square hole. That's what we're trying to operate. That's not effective for an organization. Perhaps we need to treat them a little bit different. Perhaps we need to shift them over. Everyone, and this goes down into this one, everyone is exceptional. Has a second meaning, and it's so key. Everyone should be treated as exception. Again, something we are not doing a good job. We're trying to treat everybody the same. Everybody, when you manage with everybody, you need to treat people very different. Some people, in a very simple way, they come and like I know today, a secretary was in my office, and she is the person every time I see her, I know her for many years, I give her this little bump. And it shows, hey, I haven't forgotten about you. It's very simple. I know that this is something she appreciates this because she feels, hey, he's thinking about me. This is how it came where we started this little tradition. And it's a tiny little thing, but it's important. I cannot bump everybody because people may say, you need to treat everybody in a separate way, and you need to look at each individual to see what makes this person unique and what can I do to help this person to go the extra mile and become even a better person for our organization. Spend most time with your best people. Again, repeated this day in a different way. So they ask you to do this one very interesting exercise. List all your performers you're working with from top to notch, top to bottom on the left side. And then look at the right side and list all people who you're spending most to least time with. And you know what you will see is that a lot of times the lines are not going like this, the lines going cross. Because we spend most of our time with the weak performers because we're trying to make them better. This is not effective. You're losing tremendous time. So again, one thing which said, well, you couldn't do this because in management, you know, that's exactly right. We're trying to fix everybody. So this is very big highlighted in this book, and I think it's so true. It's not a problem. It's great to spend time with your high performers because then you can even go further. Bring them in your office, talk to them, pay attention to what they're doing. Of course, on the weak performers, we need to help them to find the strong points. But it's so important a lot of times, by our feeling, we react in exactly the opposite direction. Average thinking not only leads managers away from excellence and away from the top performers, it limits performance. That's so true. You have top people and you have low people together. It drags down the success of the team. It's not a bad thing to have top performer around you. Seek them out, bring them together, move. We have a mission here, we have a plan, we have a goal, we have a dream. How do we achieve these dreams? We need our top performer being part of us to achieve this dream. I know, very controversial. People will say, no, you need to have balanced out, you have to give everybody a chance. Of course, we need to give everybody a chance. But if they feel they're not top performer, they might not be in the right position to top perform. Of course, none of this means that great managers ignore non-performance. Bad performance must be confronted quickly. Again, what I said, if you have bad performance, don't avoid it. That's not a solution. You need to address it. Again, this is something we can do a better job. A lot of times we just let it slip. We just walk around like, oh, I don't look at this person. That's how we're dealing with this. No, that's not a solution. But if you have a bad performance, what can you do? They recommend 3 different things what we can do. Devise a support system, find a complementary partner, or find an alternative role. We talked about the alternative role. This person might go from here to this. This person might be great in writing reports. It might not be a big thinker. Find a niche where this person is good at. Find a partner to team this person up with. Again, what I said. I love to start papers and paint them out and what we're doing in strategy. I am really bad in finishing it. Well, when I'm writing a paper with some teams, I know I'm picking people who I know love to do the end part because I know I suck. Find these people and bring them into your team. Team up. Help this person and it helps yourself. And find a support system. It can be that, that you give somebody a database or that you give somebody a help or you give somebody again, a mentoring system to help to overcome some of the points where they want to get better. So you need to be creative and help your people. And this